Ertl's Transtar 4300, like the majority of truck kits on the market, is modeled with 52-inch spacing on the drive axles. This is the most common spacing used in North America and places the drive tires fairly close together, as seen in the side view. In the province of Ontario for many years, regulations allowed greater weights to be carried if the drive axles were farther apart. This led to a variety of axle spacings, including 60-inch, which is very common and shown here, and up to 72-inch, shown on this tractor, which allowed higher weight to be carried with the trade-off of greater tire scrub on corners and more wear on suspension components. I'm going to use 60-inch drive axle spacing on the model of this tractor, and I'm making that assumption based on the amount of tire tread visible on the third axle. In this view of the truck with 52-inch drive axle spacing pictured earlier, taken from a similar angle, you can see very little tire tread visible on the third axle. The truck with 60-inch drive axle spacing has almost the full width of the tire tread visible on the third axle. And with 72-inch axle spacing, all of the outside tire tread is visible, plus a small portion of the inner tire. Looking again at the truck being modeled from a similar viewing angle, based on the amount of tire tread visible, 60-inch drive axle spacing seems most likely. Getting from the 52-inch drive axle spacing, as provided with the kit parts, to the desired 60-inch spacing shown here, is a simple matter of modifying the existing kit walking beam suspension parts. 52 inches on the kit part works out to 2.08 actual inches. Axle attachment points are cut free from both ends of the walking beam, and the beam itself will be extended using 1/8 by 532 styrene strip cut to the appropriate length. 60 inches in 1/25 scale works out to 2.4 actual inches. This gives us a difference of 0.320 inches, which is the amount that we have to extend the axle spacing on the model. Dividing 0.320 in half gives us 0.160, which is the length that we'll cut the extension pieces. Glue the extension pieces to the ends of the walking beam, let them set thoroughly, and then file them down to shape, matching the contour of the existing walking beam. Cut sections of 10 thou by 156 styrene strip to length, and glue these in place on the top and bottom of the walking beam. Laminating these pieces on strengthens the glue joint between the extension pieces and the walking beam without adding too much bulk to the walking beam's flanges. Trim and sand the laminated styrene strips down to match the tapered contour of the walking beam, and glue the axle attachment points back in place to complete the modification. Here is the stock kit suspension component, shown with the modified part for comparison. This difference in axle spacing is small, but it is noticeable, and it's one of those regional differences that makes modeling a specific prototype truck more interesting. Thanks for watching this little segment, and for your comments and discussion on other videos. Coming up, there'll be a few more details added to these suspension parts, and we'll get them attached to a frame in the near future.